April is Esophageal Cancer Month, and the Debrief wanted to take some time on this because not many people have heard of it. More and more people are starting to hear about it. We've asked Melissa Cohen to come in. She's the founder of the Cohen Esophageal Cancer Initiative, and Dr. Larry Attia. He's a physician and associate medical director at St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital. Thank you both for being here. Melissa, tell a little bit about your story. You're suddenly thrust into this esophageal cancer world in a very dramatic way. Tell us.
Well, first, my father was diagnosed with esophageal cancer, and we had no idea that it was coming.
Right.
And about a year later, my father-in-law was also
Your father-in-law. So your father and your father-in-law within the span of a year. That just seemed uncanny. And had you or anyone heard about it, known about it?
Not at all. And that's really where the foundation came from.
Right.
Because there's very little information out there. And we didn't want other people to be put in the position that we were trying to find things and navigate the system and the doctors and the hospitals all by ourselves.
Dr. Tia, let's talk to you. One of the problems, I think, is by the time you get diagnosed, it's far along. Explain a little bit about esophageal cancer to us.
So esophageal cancer is always thought to be a cancer of smokers and drinkers from before, but we've seen an increase over the last couple of decades where we've seen an increase in esophageal cancer, and it's thought to be secondary to reflux symptoms, Barrett's esophagus, which is where acid splashes up into the esophagus and causes some damage. So a number of us have symptoms on occasion of heartburn and reflux, and so it's a reminder that those symptoms can't be ignored. Certainly there are over-the-counter medicines, there are antacids, there's some changes in diet and behavior to help prevent them, but if they linger or if they stick around, you've got to see a doctor and get it checked out. Is
this recent linkage, if you will, doctor, to say like, hey, maybe we need to take a look at this acid reflux kind of...
Well, acid reflux is an increasing problem. We see it in our diet. We see it in eating late, behavioral things that go on, too much coffee, too much alcohol. There are a number of behavioral and dietary factors that contribute to acid reflux, and acid reflux is seen in a certain type of esophageal cancer, and that's the type that's increasing in our society.
So, Melissa, we hear a lot about cancer and cancer treatment. What were the unique things you faced, you and your family faced, and led you then to say, hey, we've got to help other people go through this, because this is, you know, even where hospitals is aware, or, you know?
The hospitals are, but I don't think that what happens is that there's really enough services for cancer patients in general. There's a lot of them, and the hospitals are overburdened with these patients, and not every question can get answered. So the goal of the foundation was to be able to provide counseling and referrals and resources to patients and their families when they couldn't get them. I found that there was just a little bit missing.
Okay, all right. And you have an event coming up to try and support this?
We do. We have on Monday, April 23rd at Bowmore Lanes in Times Square.
Thank you both for being here for April Awareness, Esophageal Cancer Awareness Month in April, so something else for us to just become familiar with. And that'll do it for the Debrief. And quite a show. We'll see you next time.